All right, guys, today we are going to be reacting to Andrew Wilson's is accused by deranged feminists of justifying abuse against women. Let's jump in.
Keyboard
Okay, so your
warrior.
position, yeah. So we were kind of talking about how the show is just as harmful as OnlyFans. We talked about that.
Right here.
When Andrew goes to the extremes of saying, oh, is it really submitting if you have limits to that, which are like boundaries, like you have boundaries, that is when it becomes dangerous.
Nobody advocates for no boundaries.
Well, it kind of sounds like that when you say...
It sounds to me like you just always hear what you want to hear. Regardless of what's said, you just hear what you want to hear.
You say, well, if there's, you say like multiple times, you say, well, if there's, a limit to it, then you're not actually submitting.
That's incorrect. So here's what I'll do.
Said it.
Here's what I'll do instead. I'll let you steel man the position that you think I have, and then I'll tell you if it's correct or not.
You've said it multiple times.
Said what?
That if you're like, oh, if women have limits to their submission, are they really submitting?
Oh yeah. Really?
I've never heard him say that.
I'm gonna send you the clips.
Send it.
I'll have to.
Send it. You won't because it's not
recent
there.
Episodes. I've watched it.
It's not my position at all. My position is not. So
I've watched it.
Okay. Do I give prescriptions for when women should get divorced in a Christian marriage? Do I tell you what the prescriptions are?
I don't remember.
You don't know?
Abuse.
Suddenly you don't know what my positions are. You know all of them except the ones that I give.
I'm assuming it's Christian beliefs.
No,
based on
like
Christian
if there's abuse, there's abuse, right? Physical abuse. If there's abandonment, right? If there's addiction, these are all grounds.
Well, that's good.
Aren't those all limits?
What about like?
Hang on, aren't those all limits?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you just said a second ago that I said there's no limits.
I'm just responding to what you say on the show. That was part of your argument. You're not really submissive if you have boundaries.
Wait. Hold on. I do need to have this exchange.
Okay.
So,
Let's see, Ryan.
what the suggestion here is based on the rhetoric that is espoused on the podcast. Domestic violence is being increased.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it like when I hear stuff about women should submit and there's
Why would that increase domestic violence?
if there's no boundaries to that, I think
No boundaries. What?
Well, actually, wouldn't that
No
actually
limits
lead
to
to a
that.
decrease? If there's no boundaries to the submission, would that lead to a decrease?
no, because some things that men could ask women to do can be abusive.
Like what? What do you mean? Give me an example of what you're talking about.
Like making someone basically, they have no financial say in anything. They have no say on their body. They have no say on any part of their life, and they're used as labor or sex or whatever, and they can't say no to things.
I don't know. It just sounds like a personal preference to me.
Did you take all the pineapple off your pizza, Andrew? That's ridiculous.
That just sounds like. Do you think that there's women who have a preference where they don't want to make any financial decisions and they just want to do what their husband says?
Yeah, but
Then
there
it,
should be
then it
limits to
can't. Then it's not
everything.
abuse.
No, there should be limits to everything. If a woman's working at home and they don't have money for their own shoes, but they're
That's not your fucking business. That is not your fucking
there's
business.
something called financial
There's
abuse.
something called
and it
mind your
exists.
own fucking business.
There's a lot of
Do you
things
know what?
that
do you
you
know- do you know
talk
what-
on that's
do you-
not your business,
Do you know
and
what?
you still do it.
Do you know what business is and how you should mind it? Like, it's not
This
for
is a
you.
podcast.
It's not for you to make a determination that
There's
a woman
something
needs
called
to have her
financial
own
abuse.
money for X. How do you determine that? You just make it up?
Because I was a nanny for 10 plus years. I
Oh,
made
you.
way above the
It's
national
because you.
average.
So
and
all
I
women
made
should be like
financial
you.
it was a hard job. Why would we get married to you? And then
I wouldn't want you to get married to
not
me.
you, I mean men in general.
I wouldn't want.
And then
I wouldn't want
not
men in
have-
general to marry you.
When we have jobs, why would we get rid of our jobs?
Why? You're right. I agree. So I don't even understand what the argument is. I completely agree with you. If you are advocating that a woman needs to be able to be sassy pants, I have my own money, I'm a girl boss. Should
Did
you
I say
marry?
that? I'm
hang
disabled,
on.
I don't have that
Should
much
you
money.
marry? Should you marry her if she's not in alignment with your goals? The answer is fucking no. You shouldn't. It's very simple.
Yeah, alignment with goals is different than getting married. And
My goal is to have a woman, let's say, who submits to me.
yeah, submission is fine when it's not abusive.
What? Well, abusive is perspective. What is abusive? Is me making the financial decision that you can't go spend money? Is that abusive?
It can be.
Yeah. So
there you go. There you go.
It can be abusive if it's to an extent.
Yeah, man. Feminism has come to a position where Basically, they want females to get to a marriage and they spend all the money, all the family's money without repercussion, without the husband saying no. But her money, the husband cannot tell her anything. It get to that point, guys. Insane. Wow.
Perspective, right? That's
No,
perspective.
anything can be abusive to an extreme.
So let's say you go out, you spend $4,000 you really shouldn't have spent.
See, that's an extreme that I say no.
Let's say you go spend $4,000 you shouldn't have spent, so I cut off your credit cards and you can't spend anything. Is that abusive?
No, we can't afford it.
No, it's not abusive, right? So I
No.
guess cutting women off from money isn't always abusive, is it?
I didn't say it was, did I?
So the thing is like having alignment and perspective of if a man wants to make the financial decisions, that's not only not abusive, but what you do is you give this like nebulous idea.
Mm-hmm.
If the man so it's baked into the hypothetical. The man shouldn't be abusive. If he's abusive, it's like, yeah, sure, but give me examples of what you're talking about.
If a woman's being abused and she has
See what I mean? If a woman's being abused, what is that though?
Let's say being hit or
Yeah, I don't advocate women get hit.
I'm saying if they're put in a financial situation where they cannot leave and they are not getting their fundamental basic things taken care of.
Like what? They can't have food?
Clothes.
So you
That's
think that I
financial
advocate?
abuse.
So wait, you think that I advocate that women who are dependent on
I
men,
didn't say you did.
that the men don't feed them or get them clothes?
There are abuses.
There are
I'm saying
not.
there's
No.
No,
Nobody's ever
that's
advocated-
I can guarantee you, if you can find them, that will get exposed right away. I saw a video on Twitter that it was the opposite. A female was hitting her husband, like hitting him, man. Like it was kind of disgusting. And she even trying to delete him with some cable cords, man. Like it was insane.
Advocated for that. That's
I
just
didn't say you
fucking
advocated
ridiculous.
for
Then
that.
what? What is the abuse you're talking about then?
So your statement about submission, you're not really submitting.
Yeah.
If you have objections at all, then you're not
Oh
really
my
submitting. I
God.
heard you say that like multiple shows. That's what have a problem with.
Yeah, even though that's never been said.
I'll send it to you after the show.
Mm-hmm.
There was recent episodes.
Yeah, the idea here is things like this. You can't decide what school Junior goes to. You should defer to the man. If you don't defer to the man, you're not actually submitting to him. That is true. Yes.
I agree that's true, but in argument, you said you're not really submitting if you have objections at all.
No, that's never happened.
I'm going to send it to you.
In fact,
I
I've said
promise.
multiple times that the comportion of submission has to comport with reason. So a man can't ask you to do things like jump off a building. And you go, no. And you go, well, you're not really fucking submitting then. Like,
I'll
what?
send you the clips, but it sounded pretty bad when I
Yeah.
heard it.
Yeah.
That's because
Yeah.
you hear what you want to
You
hear.
legit said that, though.
Man, this lady, man, she's. Some of the guys were saying that she was 143 in IQ and artistic. Bro, I don't know. I don't even know what that even means. Like, artistic in what regards? Like composer? She's a master composer that can just compose. Like, oh man, I don't know. I don't think she has any idea what she's talking about, guys. At this point, she's just arguing to argue. She just uses side language. She's 37 years old, never been with a guy. Now we know why, right? I'm assuming that's the case. We already know why. She's very argumentative, a little bit of ego, and she just want to argue. This thing has moved. The goalpost has moved way beyond. Yeah, way beyond at this point. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.